everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Bridgewater's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down throw for Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the 1st.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Running left is Crowell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Bridgewater. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he slings one that's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Let's go.
Second down, Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, it's Caldwell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Bridgewater on first down. And Caldwell's got it over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They run with Ajayi. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Stafford. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. DeMarco. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Patrick DeMarco. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll toss it to Crowell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Vikings on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. This is Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Stafford. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Steps away to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Home in here, Caldwell. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Kirksey. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. On second down, here's Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit. I'm falling back on my playing days. If I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me and they couldn't complete a pass like that, my confidence really rose at that point. I probably said a few things to him to that effect.
Well, I just looked down. You're right. It's a 3-inch height difference. But, you know, these defensive backs, they can jump so high. That's not that big of a difference now in the NFL, is it?
Athleticism and timing can make up for that lack of 3 inches.
Stafford on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Ajayi. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They set up the screen to Ajayi, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Defense showing blitz. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Crowell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a third down. Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Bridgewater again. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Second down following the run. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Let's go. Way 90. You got 3
Throwing. Bridgewater. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. The point after now for Aguayo. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Stafford looks to throw again. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now it's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with a Johnny. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Detroit, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on E!